Hello students, today we are going to read the poem of Frank Flynn, that is The Shade. The poem is about a shade which is a small room away from the main house. It is located at the bottom of the poet's garden. It is in the worst condition, but the poet still wishes to get inside that shade one day. So let's read the poem. I am going to give you the explanation and also rhyme scheme and everything. So let's start. There's a shade at the bottom of our garden, with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I will open the door one day. The above lines have been taken from Frank Flynn's poem The Shade. The poet in these lines is describing a shade that is at the bottom of his garden. Hardly anybody goes inside the shade, therefore the hinges or the door joints have become rusty and make a lot of noises whenever the wind makes them move. When the poet, that means the child, he is the poet obviously, the poet is peacefully lying in the bed, he sometimes hears noises from the shade. The poet or the child wishes to be able to open the door of the shade someday. That is the explanation of the first stanza. Now we are going to read the second stanza, and also the explanation will be done. There's a dusty old window around the site with three cracked panes of glass. I often think there's someone staring at me each time that I pass. I will peep through that window one day. In this stanza, the poet discusses how he wishes to stare inside the shade. The shade has a dusty old window on its side. Three glass panes of the window are broken. Whenever the poet passes through the shade, he gets the feeling as if someone was staring at him. To find out, the poet wishes to peep inside the shade. Third stanza. My brother says there's a ghost in the shade who hides under the rotten floorboards, and if I ever dare to set foot inside, he will jump out and chop off my head. But I will take a peek one day. As you know, this is the third stanza, and here the poet discusses how his brother warns him about the ghost inside the shade. If the poet went inside the shade, the ghost would chop off his head. However, this does not have frightened the poet. He still wished to one day step inside the shade and see for himself. Now we are going to read the next stanza. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shade for his den. There isn't anyone stirring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone from his web since I don't know when. I will go into the shade one day soon, but not just yet. The above lines, as you know, it is taken from the fourth stanza of this poem. Here, the poet is able to overcome his fears. He is able to understand that there is no ghost inside the shade. He understands that there is actually nobody inside the shade who stares at him or makes those strange noises. The spider, too, is no longer there. His brother and had been telling him lies because he wanted to retain the shade for his own self. Therefore, very soon, the poet would be able set in foot inside the shade. However, he says that this cannot happen immediately. So that's all. The explanation and reading is done. In the next video, I'm going to explain the rhyme scheme also. So stay tuned, subscribe the channel, and wait for the next video. Thank you.